Hi, I'm Amber Schweer with OOIDA's CMCI department. Today I'm going to walk you through the FMCSA registration process. So let's get started. All right, to get started, you will Google FMCSA Clearinghouse. Click on the one that has the website with clearinghouse.fmcsa.dot.gov, and it should bring you up to a page that is similar to this one. That picture here changes a little bit, but it will say register. And then you'll see register and log in up in the top right-hand corner. So you will just click register. And then it talks about the login.gov account. If you do not already have one of those, you will need to go in and create one. This is just a separate website that they've come up with to make sure that your information stays safe and secure. It's got several authentication programs implemented into it to make sure that your username and password stays safe. So just click go to login.gov, and then you will scroll down. Since you do not have an email address or a password created with them yet, click on don't have an account, create one, and then you will enter your email address. And then you will hit submit. And then that will send an email to whatever email address you selected. You'll have to go through the processes there. It'll be from like a do not reply type email address. Okay, you will click confirm email address, and this will bring up a new window. And then it will ask you to create a strong password. This does need to be at least 12 characters long. It should have an uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and some kind of special symbol like an asterisk or a $sign, something along those lines. It will give you like the green bars when you've created a really, really strong password. And then you will need to select an authentication method. The first one you want to use like your cell phone, so just click the phone button. And what that will do is send you a one-time security code to the phone number that you entered to be able to enter to move forward. Once you have completed that, once you've entered your security code, it will ask you for a second authentication method. You can do a couple different varieties. You can enter a second code. You can use an authentication application, which is kind of an extraneous process. Another one that you can do is I don't have any of the above. If you choose the I don't have any of the above option, they will send you 10 codes. You must make sure that you keep these 10 codes, whether you download them, save them to your computer, print them off, whatever you need to do, make sure that you keep a hold of those codes. In the event that you ever need to get your username and password and you've forgot any information, it will ask for one of those codes to be able to verify that it is you. And then you will hit continue, and now you have created your account with login.gov. Okay, once you have created your login.gov username and password, it will take you back to the Clearinghouse login page, and so you will enter your information that you just created for that login.gov site. Once you enter your information, you'll simply click sign in. Okay, and then once you move on to this step, it will send you a security code just to verify that you are the person, actually registering. And then you'll enter that code in there and then hit submit. And then that will bring you to the main registration page. Right here, you will do your role selection. You've got a couple different options. You've got an employer, which would be for motor carriers or single, one truck, one driver operations, guys running under their own authority. Then you have a driver, which of course would be somebody that is driving under somebody else's authority, an owner-operator leased on, or a company driver. Of course, and then you have like your CTPAs, your MROs, and your substance abuse professionals. But in this case, we will go ahead and select employer. And then it's going to ask you if you are covered by the DOT drug and alcohol testing regulations. So that would be anybody that falls under the 382. If you have to be in a random drug and alcohol testing program, then you have to register for this. Just kind of making sure that somebody's not registering that shouldn't need to be. And then you'll click next. And then it will ask you about your FMCSA Portal account. If you filed for your authority prior to 2016, you probably don't have an FMCSA Portal account created for you, unless you've had to go in and do something. Anybody after that, once the URS went into place, you would have one. So you do want to make sure that you have that information. So in this case, we will say no. And then you will hit next. And then it's going to ask who is going to manage the employers in the clearinghouse. You will be the administrator, so as the owner of the company, you want to say, yes, I am the employer's clearinghouse administrator. Then simply click next. And then, does your company have a DOT number? Say yes, and then click next. This will then take you to the spot where you can register for your FMCSA Portal account. It's fairly easy, so we'll kind of walk through those steps next. So just click register for the FMCSA Portal account. Since we don't have one, we will click to register for a portal account. Click here. In this instance, you will be a company employee or an associate of the company. So click that box. Of course, check and say that you're not a robot. And then go in and check next. You will enter your DOT number. And then look up. And what this is saying is that, of course, we don't have a company official in here. We've never created the portal account because we've had our authority for many, many years. So we had it prior to the 2015. So you will say okay. When you applied for your authority and you got your DOT number, they did issue you a PIN. And so you want to make sure that you have that handy and go ahead and enter that here so they can verify the information. Then click Validate PIN. You will want to add yourself as a company official. So click where it says Portal Company Official, add role, and then the reason for request will simply be DACH. And then here you will enter all of your personal information for the company. Your first name, last name, your email address. Of course, they want to make sure that you've entered everything correct, so you have to enter it a second time just for verification. And then you will come up with a user ID and a password for the portal. And just to keep it easy, you can always use your email address as your username. And then come up with a strong password. It will ask for 3 security questions. And you will pick those out and enter them here. Make sure that you're writing them down. Because if you ever forget your password or need to get back in here and you forgot everything, it will ask you these questions again. Once you have that information entered, you will click Next. Once you have created your username and password, the next step will be to enter your address. This will be the one that is tied to your authority. And then your phone number. We'll ask for your company legal name, and this will be as it appears on your MCS 150. Under job title, you will put in owner, and then you will select a preferred way that you would like the FMCSA to contact you, whether or not it's your email or your phone. Okay. And then it will ask you to certify that you have read all of the terms and conditions about the use of the FMCSA Portal website. So you will check all 3 boxes, and then you will hit Submit. And this takes a few moments to process. Okay. You've now got confirmation that you have created your portal account. Then you will just say OK. And then you will go back in and enter your username. And your password that you created. This will bring up your portal account. It will show all of your DOT registration information, your SMS information. What you're wanting to do in this portal is you're wanting to grant the Clearinghouse access to be able to go into your portal and kind of link the two together. So you will go to Account Management, and then My Profile. Give it a second to populate. And then you will go to Portal Roles and US DOT number. Sometimes it takes just a few minutes. Okay. Once it pulls up, you will click on your DOT number. And then over here on the left-hand side, there will be the available roles. And you will click on DACH Motor Carrier Admin, click Add Role, and then go ahead and click on DACH Motor Carrier, and then Add Role. And then the reason for the request is the DACH, which is the Drug and Alcohol Clearinghouse. And again, this is just giving the Clearinghouse permission to access your portal information. This will make it easier if you are ever audited. That auditor can pull up the information in the Clearinghouse. It'll pull up your DOT number and kind of show them a little bit more of a snapshot of what's going on. Once you have entered that information, you will click Update Profile. Okay, and then you'll get a little message that it's submitting the data. And then you will see here that both of those roles are showing as pending. Once we get the confirmation, they will go from pending to approved. Okay. You now have it to where it says Submit Succeeded, and you will click OK. And you have now given the Clearinghouse access to be able to view your portal as well as creating a portal account. So you will go back to the Clearinghouse website. Then you will enter your username and password that you created. Okay, this will bring up your contact information. Just verify that the name, the phone number, and the email address are correct. And then you will hit next. This is going to verify your company information, so it's going to display your DOT number, your email address, your physical address. And then it's going to ask you if you are an owner-operator. An owner-operator would be, somebody who is running under their own authority. So you will say yes. Now comes the time to where you would designate your third-party administrator. So this would be the person that is responsible for handling your drug and alcohol program. So you will just type in their name, and they must be registered before you can deem them as your consortium. And then you will give them the permission to report violations, report your return to duty information, and then conduct your queries on your behalf if that is a service that your consortium provides. And then you will hit next. Then they will give you some terms and conditions that you need to read. So you have read all of those. You will affirm that all of the information is correct. You will click I agree. And you have now completed your Clearinghouse registration. Pretty simple, easy process. The next step that you will want to do is going in and adding your CDL information to this. So you're going to tie in your personal driver account to your business account. So you'll go to My Dashboard, and then actually they have the link right here to where you can enter your CDL information. So then you'll just enter your first name, your last name, your CDL number, your birth date. You will click verify. It will then verify it with the CDLIS system, and then you are all set and now registered for the Clearinghouse. The next steps that you would need to do is to purchase your queries and then get started to run your annual queries whenever it comes time. Thank you for watching our video today. I hope you found it informational. If you have any other questions, please feel free to give the office a call at 800-444-5791 and have a great day.